I'm really honored to be part of this collaboration with my grandson and my other older grandson. The three of us have been asked by Hope and Health to think about something that really reflected Orange Shirt Day. And last year when everything happened and the children from the Kamloops residential school were found, there was 215 to number, and we happened to be working on a mural downtown, the three of us actually, and we wanted to really think long and hard again about how could we represent them and in such a positive way. So when we were asked to do this, we sat at this very table and talked about residential school. We talked about the impact that it's had on each generation, and I'm probably the third generation, and my grandchildren are sort of a reflection of the trickle effect.
I've helped her with certain things before, but to actually have a full project dedicated to me and my grandma was super cool. Something that's I don't know, very meaningful to me. And I hope that we can do many more.
It really means something very important to us. So thinking about the children, thinking about everything that's happened, we felt very strongly like we came from a very dark place, and we're still dealing with that, and we will be, but it just seemed finding these children really touched so deeply to everyone, not just Indigenous people, but people in Vancouver and BC, Canada, and around the world. And for me, speaking with my two grandchildren and many other people, it seemed to have sparked something deep within us, and we feel like it's almost as if the children have shone a light. The earth opened up, and instead of the darkness, the light came through, and we feel as if the stars that each one of them are now are shining back on us, and they're going to light the path for us.
It took us a while to actually get kind of an idea down. We were talking about a bunch of rough drafts and whatnot, and then I was just I think it'd be really cool if we had someone just holding their hand out and having the stars. Oh, actually originally it was supposed to be a torch, because we were lighting the path, and the torch was gonna be the flame of lighting the path, and then its sparks were gonna be, there's gonna be 215 sparks. But instead we decided to go with the light just coming from the child's hand. People need to know what happened in residential schools, and people need to know that my people are still dealing with horrible racism to this day. Some barricaded in their own village, or not having clean drinking water and whatnot. It's just, at that point, it's just completely dehumanizing. And I think that showing that lighting the path, we're trying to come from this dark place that we've been in for how long. We're trying to we're really just trying to shine light and just know that there is an end to this dark tunnel. And it's if you just keep feeling it out and you keep walking, eventually you're gonna get to it.
It started with a conversation, how do we represent the orange shirt? How do we honor it? How do we honor the little girl who went to school with her new orange shirt on for residential school the first day she came, and they took it away from her? And I'd like to honor her in this particular time as well, because we will remember. We won't forget. We won't forget those children who were there before her, after her, and during her time. And this shirt represents children. We wanted this one particular child on the shirt to represent all of that, and to design it so that it represents our history and culture as well, but also that the stars light and shine on all of humanity, and that we can all walk together as we move forward somehow. And it won't happen right away, but it will come to be. And that's what we talked about, and that's what we'd like to share about the orange shirt, how important it is to not only Indigenous people, but all people, because we have a lot of allies, we have a lot of support. And there is the dark side, but we're all going to come to the light now and shine that on everyone, from those stars that have shone down that represent all those children. For whatever they went through, we want to hold the torch for them. We want to light the path with them. And I think coming through this thread of who we are as Indigenous people, it shows in our athletic abilities as well. And I think that's why this is such a great program for all of us. We've thought about it in our communities. We've made efforts to create these kind of programs in our communities, and sometimes they haven't gone down the right path. And so now we're joining up with Hope and Health to embrace every way we can the balance between all people to make a path that we can all walk towards in the light, in the positive rather than the negative.
I hope that I can do like a lot more projects like this and have like young people inspired by what I do, and show them that like just because you're a certain age doesn't mean that you can't do something that's going to be meaningful or powerful. If you feel like you have something to say that can change the world, why not say it, right?